California, we pay $1 something in taxes and we get 80 cents back to the dollar. And the southern states, well, they pay like 55 cents and get $1.50 back. So let's not make it about race. And brown people have worked their fucking asses off in this country. So I don't want to even hear about race. Don't talk to me about Mexicans having a bunch of babies. I don't fucking want to hear it. So don't say anything to me about it. Okay? And by the way, the reason why people have a lot of babies, it's all cultural. Because when people think there is nothing else, and this includes Caucasian people, when there is nothing else, when we give our people nothing else, that's all they think there is. And that goes for white people, brown people, black people, everybody. It's basically the haves and the have-nots. And none of us should be making it a racial issue. It really is about a whole lot of people that don't have very much, and a few people that have everything. And we need to stop pitting against each other based on the color of our skin and our ethnicity. Because the way I see it, there's a great, big, beautiful planet, and there's enough for all of us. But some people are just too damn greedy. And some people see their riches in money. Other people see their riches in children. And when you have nothing else, the only thing you can do is go home and maybe have a beer or a drink of wine and make a baby and have sex. That's all you do sometimes. So I'm not even willing to find fault with those people. Because it's all cultural, if you ask me. It's like looking at black young men and saying they don't get a decent job. Well, if you stop and frisk a bunch of them in LA and you give them a prison record, guess what? They can't get the kind of jobs that you want them to get. So you have to look deeper at social issues. You can't just say, oh, look at them. Look at them. You know, we want to blame people they're on food stamps. Why? Why are they on food stamps? Why do so many people in our country have to be on food stamps? I mean, I look for deeper reasonings, deeper reasons, including our brothers and sisters in the South. We all need to stop blaming each other and ask the question, why? But as long as we think it's okay for some people to have bras made of diamonds and golden light fixtures and golden bathtubs while children starve to death on this planet, as long as we think that's okay, that's what we will have. And as long as we think that while that is happening, then it's a really good idea for us to just talk about each other because the color of our skin is different, or the shape of our eyes are different, or this one's got kinky hair, and this one's got straight hair, and this one's short, and this one's tall, and this one's fat, and this one. As long as that's where we want to spend our energy, then that's the world we will have. Where we have people with diamond bras and babies that are starving to death, dying. And a baby starving in another country is just as important as a baby starving in our country. An uneducated baby in any part of this nation is tragic, and in any other nation it's tragic. Because we're all human beings on this planet. And the only reason why there's illegal human beings, illegal aliens, is because of man-made laws. Because God didn't make those laws. Those are all man-made laws. We made all that stuff. We, humans, made that. We could choose something different. We could choose something better. We could choose something more loving, more kind, and more decent. We don't, because there are people who are selfish and greedy. They want it all. And it's never enough. No one needs $47 billion. No one. But as long as some of us turn away and say, that's okay, I don't care how much money somebody else earns, that's the world we will live in. And as long as all we want to do is go on Facebook and talk about, oh, I wore a pink dress today, that's the world we will live in. As long as our big entertainment is Honey Boo Boo and Snooki and Jersey Shore, that's the world we will live in. As long as we keep wanting to look at each other and decide that they're not worth it because they're too black and they're too Mexican and they're too white and they're too this and they're too that, that's the world we will live in. And guess what? That's the world we deserve. And that's the world we get. But as far as I'm concerned, this planet, no child should be hungry, and no child should be uneducated. We have way too much for anyone to be hungry on this planet. And personally, I don't really care where they came from. They're a human being. A human being. And human beings should not be starving. Human beings should not be starving. And I really don't care if they're lazy. Feed them. Feed them. They don't want to work, they're lazy, there's a reason. They're having 15 babies, there's a reason. They're in the gutter, there's a reason. There's always a reason, so don't be so quick to judge. We're so blessed to be able to be in